I hear they made a movie about you when you were younger.
Yeah, they did. They got some 28-year-old kid to play me.
It could be worse.
How so?
They got a 10-year-old kid to play me.
You're right. I guess it could have got worse.
It did.
Welcome back to the junk room, guys. It's Junk Man back here in the junk room to talk Star Wars. What else? We're going to talk Kenner today. But real quick, I want to give a shout out to Brian, one of my subscribers. He sent me these glasses. I was looking for them there at Walmart. I haven't been able to find them. They're only for Valentine's Day. As you can see, they have vintage Star Wars on it. So you know I want them right there. You got Stormtrooper. You've got Darth Vader. Of course, you've got the mighty Chewbacca. And everyone's favorite bounty hunter, Boba Fett. For some reason he has the Han Solo pistol with him instead of the bounty hunter pistol he should have, like the Greedo gun, like the Walrus Man, the bounty hunter pistol like he should have. Come on, designers, whoever came up with this, do your research. But these are pretty cool. Like you see, there's not really 4 different glasses like I thought. There are just 2 glasses with 2 different pictures on them. And I thought they were going to be a little taller. Other than that, they're very cool. Now, I've seen these at Walmart. The Walmart in my town never did have them. I could never find them. So Brian sent them out to me because he's a super nice guy, I guess. So I just want to thank Brian for sending these out to me. In fact, let me move them, because if not, I'm going to knock them off and they're going to fall down and break, and I'm going to cry in it like a baby live on video. Okay, I'm not going to try again, not to do this. But what are we going to talk to you about today? Well, a couple of weeks ago we talked about the Kenner lightsabers. Today we're going to talk about pistols, guns. Now that I mentioned guns, this video is probably not going to be family friendly. So YouTube's not going to let me make my 7 cents off this video like I normally make. So if you like these videos and you want to help support me, check out our Patreon channel. Boom. Finally got Patreon. I've had it, but I hadn't really promoted it because I feel like a bum when I do. But my Patreon's right there. Links down in the description. Go to it if you want to help. In fact, for my Patreon people, we're going to have a secret podcast show, a Kenner podcast. We got one up already where we talk about the normal Kenner podcast. We just ramble about Star Wars toys and other things. This is going to be a smaller podcast. This time on the first episode, we talked about the history, the rise and fall of Kenner's superpowers. So it's not going to be just Star Wars. So if you're into vintage toys, check that out. Again, that's the secret show's only going to be on Patreon. Only gonna be for Patreon supporters. Okay, I'll go on. You're here to see a video. Let's talk guns. And this is the part of the video where I want to pull out my toy gun and shoot at the screen and everything, but I can't find it. I got too much junk. Actually, I think it's at my son. Last time I saw it was with my son. So I'm going to try to do this out of the top of my head while I'm actually playing with one. First up, 1977. This is one of the few toys that Kenner was able to get out before 1978. As you all know about the action figures, it was 1978 before Kenner could get them out. But they were able to get some games, puzzles, other things out, and they were able to get out this. The Star Wars laser pistol. A lot of people call this the Han Solo pistol because it has Han Solo on the front. Now, one thing I never liked about this gun, even as a kid, it has a Star Wars sticker on it. I guess I can understand why Kenner did it, but come on, Han Solo's gun didn't have a sticker that says Star Wars on it. And I grew up in the time where people didn't care if cops shot the kids. So it was pretty neat that it had a gun that looked kind of like the movie. It wasn't bright and orange and all these weird colors. It didn't shoot nerfs. It just was a standard pistol like Han Solo had. Had a scope and everything. The scope was hollow, no glass inside, nothing to really make it a real scope, but you can still look through it. The only thing I didn't really like about this gun is the trigger. You pulled the trigger and it didn't make a sound. Well, hold it, I know what you're saying. You're saying, but mine made a sound. You're right, it does. The button is behind the handle, so you have to kind of squeeze the handle and the trigger at the same time to make the sound. Why they couldn't just make the trigger make the sound at the same time, I don't know. It don't seem like technology would be that hard, now does it? But I love this gun. I ran all over the neighborhood with this gun. I made a holster out of an old piece of leather chair I used to have. It was awesome. And I even learned how to twirl it on my finger. If I had it here with me now, I would show it to you. But it did make one of the craziest sounds I hated. I guess it's supposed to sound like a laser gun, but to me, it always sounded like I was at the dentist office getting my teeth drilled. It was never a pleasant sound. But 1978, we saw Star Wars pistol, and this one carried on through Empire and Jedi. Although the photo did change from Han Solo to Luke Skywalker during The Empire Strikes Back. Next up, also from 1977, one that people would call the Luke Skywalker blaster, or maybe you could call it a Stormtrooper blaster. It's the 3-pistol laser rifle. This one here is a little different than one that we're going to talk about later. This one here had an extended piece at the end of the gun that would come all the way to your shoulder. Of course, it wasn't this long, but I was a kid, so it was probably this long. And you could hold it like this, look through the scope and shoot it. Now I will tell you about the sound. I'm guessing it made the same sound as the Han Solo pistol, because the Han Solo pistol made the same sound as the Falcon made. And the Falcon made the same sound that the X-Wing fighter made. And everything made the same kind of sound back then. So I'm guessing it made that same awful dentist sound. But I could be wrong. I never had this one. And this one is kind of rare compared to the others, as it was only released during A New Hope. It also sports a Star Wars logo sticker. Again, I didn't ever see that in the movie. I don't think it was ever used. It would be kind of neat in the new Han Solo movie if they stick a Star Wars sticker on Han Solo's gun. It'd be kind of funny if you made it real small where you couldn't see it, but we knew it was there. But the 3-piece laser rifle, 1977, it looks like a pretty good one. I never had this one again, so it's hard for me to really comment on it. So let's get on to The Empire Strikes Back.
Thought we were in trouble there for a second, but it's fine. We're fine.
Now, during The Empire Strikes Back, like I said, they kept the Han Solo gun, but they put Luke Skywalker on the box. But there are some on the Han Solo box also. So you have the Han pistol and Luke pistol. Same pistol, different box. The only really different thing here is the electronic laser rifle. This is very close to the 3-piece laser rifle that we saw in the 1977 line. However, the extender that rests against your shoulder has been taken away. And this one here is supposed to be more of a stormtrooper weapon, or a snow trooper. And they changed a little bit with it. There's a little bit more color added. I'll put the photos together, here, and right there. I'm guessing, or maybe I'll put it over here. But I think I'm going to put it over here. Anyways, you can see there's a little difference. Again, I can't remember this one. I don't have this one. But again, being that the Falcon made the sound, Han's pistol made the sound, the X-Wing made the sound, TIE Fighter made the same sound, Darth Vader's TIE Fighter made the same sound. Everything made the same drilling in a tooth sound, so I'm guessing this one made it also. And like the Han Solo one, it still has 2 buttons. It has the trigger that does nothing, and the other button on the handle that actually activates the sound. Still, by 1980, they couldn't get the trigger to do the sound at the same time. I don't know.
Laugh it up, fuzzball.
Now we're up to Return of the Jedi. And we have a whole new kind of laser gun this time, the Biker Scout, a laser pistol. And this one had a better see-through sight. Actually, you could see through it while taking it out of the box. It had a little hole in the back so you could test it out at the store. That's a neat little feature when you're a kid walking around the store, when you can't decide what to buy. That just adds a little bit of fun to it. Because this one was more like a real scope than the Han Solo pistol. Although being a hand pistol, I don't know if you have to aim it up to your eye like this to really use the scope, and the scope is not attached to the top of the thing, so I don't really know why it even has a scope. If you hold it out like a blaster, the scope's really not going to do you any good. And again, it doesn't really shoot anything, so I guess you don't need a scope. But it would have been better if maybe it had a scope mounted on top, but again, it wasn't like that in the movie. And like the previous blasters, this one has the Return of the Jedi sticker on it. Again, come on, Kenner, why'd you put stickers on this stuff? The action figures didn't have stickers on them that says Star Wars. You didn't have to put stickers on them. One thing this pistol did get right is the trigger worked. The trigger activated the sound. You pull the trigger and it does the sound. Now I couldn't find out what kind of sound this makes because again I didn't have this one. I never even saw this one in the stores. I would have loved to have had it. Now I was a lot older by the time this one came out in 1983. I don't care, I would have loved to have this gun. It just looks cool. And as a kid growing up on Return of the Jedi, the Biker Scouts was the bad asses of the Stormtroopers. Of all the Stormtroopers, another one was as cool as the Biker Scout. And of course, in the Return of the Jedi line, you had the laser pistol that we saw in Empire Strikes Back, and the Han blaster, the laser blaster, that we saw from 1977, all carried over into the Return of the Jedi line. The only pistol that actually dropped from the line was the 3-piece that went against your shoulder, which is kind of a done gimmick. It It's kind of a dumb idea anyway, because no one had a pistol like that in Star Wars. But let's take you to the last one in 1984, and this one's pretty cool. Not only is it a laser rifle, it's also a carrying case for your action figures. That's right, Kenner found a way to combine two things, a carrying case and a laser rifle. Just what every kid needs to carry around with them, a laser rifle full of action figures. Now this thing might have carried 19 action figures, but it didn't carry any batteries because it didn't make any sounds. Although it looked pretty cool, and it came with what the box said, a telescoping sight. I really don't know what that means. All it has was a hunk of plastic you look through. I think they were trying to fool the parents on this one. But it looks cool from a distance. Until you really start looking at it, you realize it's all a hunk of plastic, all about the same color. And guess what it has on it? A Star Wars sticker. Do we still need stickers, Kenner? I don't understand y'all's obsession with stickers on stuff. The lightsabers even have Star Wars stickers on them. That's the laser rifle. Now this is going to be a short video because that's all pistols, laser guns, hand weapons that they made. We already talked about lightsabers. This video is just about the pistols. So let me know, which one was your favorite? Did you have one growing up? Did you think you were at the dentist every time your brother shot off your Han Solo gun? Man, that sound still gets me today. But anyway, thank you for watching this video. Hit the thumbs up. Please subscribe. Let us know down in the comments. Because guess what? Unlike some people on YouTube, I read my comments. And I try to reply to them. Or at least I'll click a thumbs up for you. I'll even reply to you on Twitter. Shocking, right? So hit us up on Twitter at Star Wars Junk or Kenner Toys on Twitter. Whew, tough running two Twitter accounts. Come on, Twitter. Let me merge them together. I didn't know when I started this Kenner one 5 years ago that I would get this carried away with it. But I know there's some fans out there that just want Kenner, and some fans just want Star Wars stuff. So we try to do both. So before I go, I'll do one more shameless plug. If you don't know, we also have t-shirts. Boom, 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 boom. That's right, t-shirts. Now you can look as cool as me. Or as dumb as me. I don't know, whatever went. And one more shameless plug, don't forget the Patreon. We're going to have exclusive videos on it soon. Right now we got an exclusive podcast on it right now, but more is coming to our Patreon channel because... Anyway, thank you for watching, and as always, StarWarsJunk.net.
Next on Magnum, it's Higgins being hustled by a gold-digging hussy. Is Magnum losing his mind? There's action, surprises, and fireworks in paradise on Magnum P.I. Next.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.